Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. We're taking a look here at Luna too, seeing what's going on. I'm so glad to cover this one because it does look like it keeps coming up to this previous resistance level here. It's basically one-day candlestick closure. You can see this consistency on a weekly too. Right there at about 88, 89 cents, we can see that strong resistance level from before, holding strong. Doesn't mean it's going to continue to hold because we're retesting that range at least almost 2 to 3 times so far. So that's a very good sign. We're going to take a look at that. We're going to talk about Elliott Wave potential as well for pullback if the price does pull back. It pretty much did. If you look at this, 2 days in a row, we've gotten a retest of that level. So thank you very much, Elliott Wave, for that. And once again, just Fibonacci retracement for the win. 0.5 is a really common Fibonacci retracement level. 0.382 and 0.618 are also consistent as well. But what we want to look at is potential for increase here, because if we take a look at the money flow index, it's extremely high. That's an extremely positive sign. Okay, so we're going to take a look at that much more. We'll make it very quick, of course. Quick update for you too, also, fantastic. If you're living in the US, Canada, or any country that requires KYC, these guys got you covered. KYC and VPN requirements are not present. These guys are fantastic. My favorite exchange by far, Bitunix, is an excellent exchange. Be sure to utilize them. They give you some healthy deposit reward bonus, and they have like trailing stop losses, a lot of cool features that no other exchanges offer. So super impressed to be working with them. Thank you, Bitunix, for a wonderful opportunity for my members, and thank you as well for the excellent feedback I'm receiving too with my new registrations. A lot of folks are liking the format, so happy to hear it's working for you. So Luna 2, what's going on here? Let's look at some obvious stuff. We did talk about the money flow index being high. That's extremely important. Okay. Money flowing into the coin, we can kind of see that the price action is going to sustain itself. Take a look at this here. We've got, 5.5 hours left in this candle, and we still got pretty decent high amount of volume compared to the last few days, okay? Those are extremely important. As the volume continues to stay high, stay above this moving average, we should expect the price action to stay high as well. Now, is this enough volume to break through this resistance level? Not necessarily, but there are some liquidation levels we want to take a look at and see if there is any liquidity for both buy side and sell side. So let's talk about that here. And just to quickly note, if we look at the fair value gap, we have a solid amount of fair value right here between 55 and about 64 cents. So the price could definitely pull back to this 0.618 level before it pulls back, or before it continues higher. There's possibility of that. We got to recognize that is a potential reality. So again, that is a significant drop from where we're at right now. It's 30%. So just be mindful. This coin is treacherous. Okay, it's not the kind of coin I like to trade without full-on confirmation. That being said, though, we take a look at the 4-hour time frame. We can see that this fair value gap's been partially filled. That's a really common characteristic. So that's a very good sign. Coming down to that 0.5 Fibonacci level really tells us that there's a good chance of sustainability here. We are establishing a lower high here so far, sorry, correction, higher low. And with that being said, if this does continue to go higher and break this resistance level here on the 4-hour candle, and we get a closure on the 4-hour time frame at about 85 cents, that could be go time, and that could be the case in point where we want to take a long position with this coin. So awesome stuff there. If we take a look at the moving averages, we can also see here as well that we're ascending positively concurrent with the 50-day and the 20-day SMA. That's a really awesome sign. And in truth, if we take a look at the 4-hour time frame, I'm sure we're going to see a very similar scenario here where the money flow index is staying high. We also got the RSI tapering off, but it's okay if the RSI comes down and the money flow index stays high. That's a very important thing, in fact, to have that. Last but not least is the Ichimoku cloud on the hourly. This kind of tells us here, as we can kind of see, a lot of coins are showing the same behavior here, where we got enough momentum. We're going to stay above this cloud here. We likely have a strong consideration for the price action staying above this level. We are in this ascending trend, and the lagging span hasn't intersected with the price action yet. So what this does tell us is to leave your long position open. It's not indicating to take a long position because we're not totally free here, honestly, unless the price shoots up here in the immediate future. We won't see the lagging span clear this price action. So there's a good chance in the next 12 hours, this buying window, or sorry, the selling window will close. In other words, you may want to consider taking some profits if you haven't already. While the price could leg up here at this point, we don't have full-on confirmation we're going to. To me, when we have situations like this, I like to wait for confirmation. We want to see how this trend line holds, and honestly just wait. If we can get a candlestick closure, to me, on the 4-hour time frame above 85 cents, that would be a case in point where we may want to consider a long position. Okay? Because again, as we continue to retest these upper levels here, the more likely we are to break. But right now, we've only tested 3 times. We need a good 3 or 4 more attempts before we can truly break through that level. So I think it's a little premature to take a long. But congrats if you do have a long open. You can consider leaving it open for the moment, but I would just exercise some caution. Make sure your stop loss is adjusted effectively. And a good strategy that we use is as soon as you take profit on whatever target you're shooting for, like my first target, I typically take 65 to 80% profit. When I hit that target, I adjust my stop loss to break even. If the price pulls back to break even, I still walk away in the green. And there's different strategies, of course, but that keeps me successful. That keeps us at like a 90% success rate in our trading. Again, if you want to kind of see the results from last month, they're even better this month, but we did average close to 89% and about 1,200% profit. I think we've already hit that profit percentage already this month, so I'm super happy to share those results with you guys here in due time. But thanks again for the wonderful support and feedback. If you're curious about our signals, it's all available on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord as far as the results are concerned. They look a little something like this: 105% from Algorand, OMG, 42%, 66% from Reef. That was the last 24 hours. We took some profits yesterday from Dusk, Solana, 110%, and SHIB, along with Kava and SUI. But if you see some of these profit targets, 16 days, 2 months, 15 months. I mean, there's some old nice trades that we're taking profit on, but majority of them, I would say they last maybe 2 or 3 weeks. That's kind of the average. But I prefer to wait that amount of time for some healthy profits. I don't know about you. I don't have to get rich quick. I just like getting rich. All right, story. Anyways, thanks again for watching. I hope you learned something here today. Thanks again. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.